best NFL nicknames. I, as much as just about everyone else, love a good nickname. I may even be known to make up random nicknames myself from time to time, even though half the time they don't make sense. I have not one, but two lists that I am going to look at today. We have the greatest NFL nicknames of all time, and then we have the best NFL nicknames of 2025 to keep it a bit more contemporary. So this first list we have here is the 19 greatest individual NFL nicknames ever. This was created by NFL.com writer Adam Rank, so shout out to him for coming up with this list. Now let's see if we agree. With the passing of Deacon Jones, it's time to reflect on the greatest nicknames in NFL history. Sometimes something tells me David Jones makes this list, so let's get to it with the 19 best. Take no offense, Purple Jesus, the Diesel, the Bus, A-Train, Tyler Rose, White Shoes, or Bambi. Those are all wonderful nicknames, but sometimes you have to make the tough choices. I'm like the Turk of NFL nicknames, if you will. So starting off this list, we have Michael Irvin, the Playmaker. Michael Irvin was the playmaker for the Cowboys. He might not have put up the gaudy touchdown numbers as some of his contemporaries, but Irvin always made the big plays. This is a solid start to the list. You know exactly what you're getting with this nickname. This guy was making plays all over the field in his heyday. He's now working for Fox Network, I believe, and you can see him barking like a dog on the sidelines at Miami football games. Number 18, we have Mean Joe Green. Simple nicknames often work the best, but this one has a hidden meaning as Green played for the Mean Green of North Texas State. I actually had no idea that's why he got his nickname. I just assumed he was a mean guy. Maybe he takes a bit of the luster away from the nickname, but it is an iconic nickname, so I will agree with its placement on the list. Number 17, Ed Too Tall Jones. The Cowboys of the 1970s had some great nicknames with the Manster Randy White and Hollywood Henderson, but again, sometimes simpler is better. Too Tall still resonates to this day. This one is going to be an auto yes for me. Probably could be higher on the list. This guy was just a towering unit of destruction. A fun fact about this photo itself was that the quarterback in this play retired after this game, after Ed Too Tall Jones hit him too many times. I just made that up, but you believed it, and it feels believable. Also, loved him in the Geico commercials. Next, we have at number 16, Broadway Joe Namath. Born in Pennsylvania, played college ball in Alabama, Joe Namath went on to become the king of Madison Ave. This could be higher. It just makes too much sense. He played for the Jets in New York when they weren't terrible, and he was a superstar. You just don't see that anymore with that team, mostly because the Jets are the second worst NFL organization in the NFL, but still a great nickname. Shout out to the Browns for being the worst team. Number 15, Craig Hayward, aka Ironhead. Craig Hayward made his name, pun intended, in the 1990s, but this great nickname harkens back to the heady, pun intended again, days of the 1930s and 40s. I'm not really sure of Craig Hayward. I guess I would put him as high on my list, but Ironhead is fun. I will give him that. So probably wouldn't be on my list, but still very, very good nickname. Next, we have Baker, the touchdown maker. Who? Who is this? Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker, is both brilliant and ironic. Baker had just 21 career touchdowns. Okay, it was an ironic nickname. Got it. I mean, how does he look Jerry Rice or Chris Carter in the eye at cocktail parties? Very true, Stephen Baker. How do you do that? Number 13. Yeah, this should be higher than 13. Deion Primetime Sanders. You either love him or you hate him. Deion always had a flair for the big stage, so the primetime nickname seems perfect. Plus, I work with this dude, so I had to put him here. One of the flashiest players of all time. One of the perfect nicknames for what encapsulated him as a player. Just trying to be the flashiest, funnest player out there. As I said before, you either love him or you hate him. But you can't deny this guy knew how to play football. He might not like to tackle, but who cares? He was good at just about everything else. Number 12. Concrete Charlie Chuck Bednarik was the last of the 60-minute men, and this nickname perfectly encapsulates his rugged personality, and it's no coincidence he's ranked ahead of Deion Sanders, who Bednarik called out during his retirement. Okay, Chuck Bednarik doesn't like Deion Sanders. Interesting. I get it. I mean, a lot of people don't. Maybe I should take Chuck's side on this. I think I got a better chance of beating up Deion than I do with a guy with concrete in his nickname. I would still probably lose to both pretty easily. Anyways, number 11. Slingin' Sammy Ball. Call me a fan of alliteration. This just sums up Ball perfectly. But it also kind of short sells him too, because he was a fantastic punter. Simple yet sweet. I mean, look at that arm. I just tore up my arm looking at it. Plus, he is a punter with a nickname, so it gets bonus points. Classic nickname. Alright, number 10, the Assassin. This is a great name for one of the most feared defensive backs of his era, but it's almost too manufactured, like it's working title of a Clint Eastwood movie of the 1970s. This man has no name. He just goes by the Assassin. If he did have a name, it would be Jack Tatum, the hardest hitting safety in the league. Number 9, Megatron. Yeah, I mean, this is probably number 1 on my list if I was gonna go all time. Anyways, I like this nickname and probably would have it higher in the list, but the Transformers was a Marvel comic. Alright, Adam Rank, we can't take it down a notch just because it was a Marvel comic. Did you see what he was doing on the field? He was a man amongst boys. I do wish Calvin Johnson was on some good teams, so he could have played longer. But lo and behold, he was on the pre-Dan Campbell Cowboys. Lions. Number 8. The Galloping Ghost. The Ghost is a great nickname, and Dave Casper was considered for this list. And again, if you use alliteration, you're going to win me over. Yeah, Reg Grange was a legend, one of the oldest names when you think of great football players. He's up on this list. I personally don't know if I would have him this high on this list, even though it is a phenomenal nickname. I just, there's not enough out there about him. Not enough highlights, not enough for me to see, and I'm probably biased towards the players that I've watched for nicknames, but you can't deny it. This guy was tough. I mean, this guy's playing football without a helmet or shoulder pads on. How the football has changed over the years. Okay. Beast Mode, number 7. Yeah, this one could probably be higher on my list as well. In an era in which we've lazily taken to initials for nicknames, this is a refreshing throwback to nicknames of yore. Oh, this man was a beast, and he was an absolute character. He's just so funny. in every video or interview that I see him pop up in. Just a ridiculous human being. Truck sticks and Skittles is what this man is built on. Number 6, the Nigerian Nightmare. Not only is it a fantastic nickname, but Christian Okoye is often overlooked as one of the greats in Tecmo Super Bowl. He's still a legend in the KC community. The Nigerian Nightmare, just very straightforward. You know exactly what you're getting with it. I mean, look at this guy. You don't want to get in the tracks of the train when it's coming through. Number 5, Crazy Legs. I respect this already. I don't really know much of who this is, but it is. If you've never seen Elroy Hirsch run, drop everything you're doing right now on YouTube immediately. Oh wait, perfect, right? Yeah, I'm gonna trust Adam Rank on this one. I'm gonna trust him here. Don't go to that video yet. We'll check it out after this video. But Crazy Legs, is it deserving of the number 5 spot? Possibly. I would have to see the highlights. Number 4, the Refrigerator. How can you look at William Barry and think about anything but the Refrigerator, but give him some credit? Give some credit to his brother Michael Dean Barry, who went by the Icebox. His brother was the Icebox. How did I not know that this family's nicknames were based on the preservation of food items? These boys love food. Don't try to tackle this man at the goal line. It will hurt. Great nickname. Oh, I like this one. Sweetness. Writer Jeff Pearlman contends Walter Payton earned the Sweetness nickname by taunting defenders during the Senior Bowl, which somehow makes this even cooler. You might not have got your Super Bowl touchdown, Walter, but you're above the list. You're above Barry on this list. Almost as good, right? No. Rats. Yeah, I always thought this nickname was based on him just being smooth. I guess it's just him taunting players, but you know, that makes it just as cool. Just an absolute legend would be top 3 on my list as well. Number 2, Night Train Lane. There was a misconception Dick Lane got the Night Train nickname because of a popular song at the time. But the truth is, he received it because he took the night train due to his fear of flying. I feel you there. It rhymes. I get it. But you gotta name like Dick Lane staring you in the eyes. And you go with Night Train. However, the story is actually pretty funny though. So I will give it my approval. And number 1, the cream of the crop. Deacon Jones. Somebody asked Mr. Jones why he was referred to as Deacon, and he simply said nobody would ever be afraid of David Jones. While that sentiment remains debatable, there is no doubt Deacon Jones is the greatest nickname ever. And that completes this list. Let me know if you think any of these should be higher or lower, or if we missed any. As you can see with this list, there isn't a bunch of contemporary players, so that's why I created another list. Do we not give out good nicknames anymore? What happened to this country in giving out good nicknames? So, let's check out a list I found for the best NFL nicknames of 2025. Hey, we have the best NFL player nicknames of 2025, brought to you by Ranker.com. This looks like a crowdsourced website, so we will see how legitimate this list is. I don't really care. We're going to have fun with it anyways. So, it looks like we are starting off at number 1 with Derrick King Henry. That makes sense as the number 1. It is a nickname that is very much used for him. However, when we are talking about kings, I think of LeBron James as the king, but Derrick Henry is definitely number 2. Could potentially go up to number 1 if he could Super Bowl or two on the Ravens. They have arguably the best running back and arguably the best quarterback in the NFL. And they just can't seem to get it done. Derrick Henry is a freak. Okay. Also ranks number one on the best 2010s college running backs and number one on the best Alabama Crimson Tide running backs of all time. They have these extra lists that I will read as well because they seem fun. I agree. I mean, this guy, those Alabama teams, and the one that he was on in his Heisman year, oh my goodness. His high school stats are also some of the funniest things. I think he's in year, was it 10 or 11 in the NFL, and he finally caught up to his high school football stats, which was only 4 years of high school football and 11 years in the NFL. This man was running for like 500 yards a game. It was insane. But yes, good start at number one, King Henry. Number two, Ahmad Sauce Gardner. Very solid, very, very solid. I don't know if I would have it number two, but again, we don't know what is left on this list, so I can't really say if it will be better or worse. However, I do think Sauce Gardner has a very, very good nickname. The Colts traded just about everything to get him, and they still didn't make the playoffs. However, we all know that was because Daniel Jones got injured and they fell apart and they had to start Phillip Rivers, which, although was fun for us, the viewers, was not fun, probably being a Colts fan. Also ranks number 4 on who is the best cornerback in the NFL right now. Also ranks number 14 on who is the best players under 25 right now. Number 16 on the most hated player in the NFL right now. That's interesting. I wonder why. I don't really expect him to be on the most hated players list, but maybe because he was in New York. I don't know. Tyreek Cheetah Hill. Yeah, this one sticks out. This could be, I could probably put it above Sauce Gardner for sure. You just look at this guy with the frosted tips, butterfly neck tat, multiple piercings. He's got the chain. This guy screams speed. He did just get released by the Dolphins, so the Chiefs fan in me wants him to come back, but who knows what he's got left in the tank. But I would welcome you back with open arms, my man. Also ranks number 1 on the best Kansas City Chiefs wide receivers of all time. Yeah, that's pretty easy. We've had terrible wide receivers in history. Number 5 on the fastest NFL players of all time. I would think he would be higher on that list. Who's faster? I mean, you think of Darrell Green. He comes to mind. Chris Johnson. I don't know. I think he's easy top 2, top 3 fastest, maybe the fastest. Tyron, the Honey Badger Matthew. Yeah, this should probably be higher on the list. I can't try to think of how he got this nickname. I know it was from college, but it makes sense. This guy is all over the field. Great player. He was awesome on the Chiefs. Also ranks number 4 on the best LSU football players of all time. Okay. Number 6 on the shortest NFL players right now. That's got to be a fun list. Boston Scott, Kyler Murray, Scotty Miller. I don't know. There's not a bunch of players I can think of, but that would be a fun list to go through. Probably only be a short video, no pun intended. Okay, also ranks number 7 on the best NFL players from Louisiana. Yeah, I mean, he's from New Orleans, went to LSU, ended up playing on the Saints, so this guy bleeds Louisiana. Great player, I love that guy. Mad Max Crosby, yeah, this guy's a psychopath. This guy is a psycho, but you gotta love him. He plays hard. He wants to win. Unfortunately, he's on the Raiders, so it doesn't happen, but we will see. Oops, sorry, that was my phone. We will see what happens with him. I mean, I don't know if you're the Raiders how you get rid of the guy. I just don't see it, but I could see him wanting to go somewhere else. The Raiders are just a dumpster fire, but Mad Max is the bright spot of that team. Marquise Hollywood Brown. Yeah, we gotta throw Hollywood nickname around a little too loosely, but I like Hollywood. I mean, I think he's a little overrated, but he's had a solid career. Number 2 on the best Oklahoma wide receivers of all time. Number 9 on the best Baltimore Ravens wide receivers of all time. Number 13 on the shortest NFL players right now. Okay, don't disagree with any of those. Okay, moving on. We have number 7, Saquon Quadzilla Barkley. That's a great nickname. Fitting nickname. This guy's quads are massive. However, Ranker.com, if you're going to put that nickname in here and you're going to show a picture of him, get those quads in there. What are we even doing? This could be maybe slightly higher on the list. I don't know how many people call him Quadzilla, but I do think it's very fitting. He also ranks number 1 on the best Penn State football players of all time. That's a pretty good list to be on number 1 at. There's been a lot of good Penn State players. Number 1 on the hottest NFL players of 2025. Alright, good for you, Saquon. Good for you, man. Darius Big Play Slay. Not much to say. He's been a very good player over his career. He did make some big plays. Not sure I would have it at number 8 on my personal list, but respectable. Good nickname. I can see why it's this high. Number 4 on the 35 best NFL Detroit Lions quarterbacks. Number 17 on the best Detroit Lions of all time. Number 23 on the best NFL players from Georgia. Yeah, I don't know if his ranking on the Lions list has more to do with him being a great player or the Lions just being atrocious, but yeah, I don't know. Okay. Harrison, the Hitman Smith. I didn't know he was called the Hitman. That's awesome. That's a great nickname. I mean, it makes sense. He's a safety. He does hit pretty hard. He's actually maybe slightly underrated as a safety in the league. Great player. Also ranks number 7 on the best NFL players from Tennessee. Number 11 on the best Minnesota Vikings of all time. Number 12 on the best Notre Dame football players of all time. Guy's had a good career. Don't disagree with any of those. Number 10, Christian Run CMC McCaffrey. Sure. We're lucky we put the run in front of the CMC because, as Adam Rank pointed out, abbreviations are not nicknames, but Run CMC, play on Run DMC. I can get down with it. Christian McCaffrey is probably arguably one of the best players on this list so far. And people do sometimes say Run CMC, so I will allow it. Maybe I wouldn't put it this high, but I will allow it on this list. Also ranks number 1 on the best NFL running backs of 2025. I can't say that I think he was the best running back last year. I mean, Jonathan Taylor was having a massive year. Bijan Robinson, James Cook, all these guys had better stats than he did. Are they more important to their team than Christian McCaffrey? I don't know. That's arguable, but I definitely don't think McCaffrey was the number 1 running back of 2025. Also ranks number 1 on the best white running backs in NFL history. Yeah, I mean, he's the most skilled by far. In past history, we had bruisers like John Riggins, Toby Gerhart, Peyton Ellis, Mike Allstott. These guys were fullbacks that we were calling running backs. Christian McCaffrey was an actual running back, catching the ball, elusive. I agree. Josh Winter Soldier Allen. Do people call him that because he plays in the cold or because it's a play on the Marvel comic? I don't know. I don't get it. You tell me. I don't know. He's the number 1 most liked pro athlete of 25. Yeah, everyone loves him. The best NFL player right now, number 1. Disagree. Matt Stafford won the MVP. You can't put him above the MVP. Drake May was number 2. I'd still put Josh Allen over him. I would also put Patrick Mahomes above him because I am biased. And Pat always beats him in the playoffs. Josh win a playoff, win the Super Bowl. You'll earn my respect more. Great player, though. I think he's actually a pretty genuinely good dude and cares about the community, so I always got respect for him. And that's why he's so likable. Famous Jameis. Yes. Don't know if there needs to be more said, but Jameis Winston, if you don't like Jameis Winston, then I don't know if I can like you. You know, he's one of the most genuine dudes in the world, is unapologetically himself, just hilarious. I wish he would get more starting positions or more starting opportunities because he's a riot when he's out there. The year with the Buccaneers when he threw for like 6,000 yards or 5,000 yards and had 30 touchdowns, but also 30 interceptions. That was a great year. That was a great year to watch. Also ranks number 3 on adorable photos of NFL players with tiny dogs. Wow, that is a niche list right there. You know, I think if there was a list of ASM artists that talk about sports cards and NFL nicknames, I would think I would make top 3 on the list. So me and Jameis are both top 3. Also ranks number 9 on the best Florida State football players of all time. Okay, there's been a lot of Florida State guys that are good. Number 19 on the best QBs under 24. There's 0% chance he is under 24. But if he was, he would be number 1. Jerry Judge Judy. I mean, that's a great nickname. It should probably be higher if Jerry Judy was a likable player or was good. I think that would be higher in the list. Does Judge Judy herself give approval to this nickname? That's what's most important here. And I don't think she would. You gotta show up to an all-star caliber, Pro Bowl caliber type player, Jerry Judge Judy, to earn that nickname. You'll be Jerry Judy now. We gotta move him down the list. However, he was number 6 on the best Alabama Crimson Tide wide receivers of all time. I do agree. He was awesome at Alabama. Number 18 on the most hated NFL players right now. That's kind of surprising, actually. I don't like him, but I mean, I don't know. Seems kind of high. Danny Dimes Jones. Yeah, this should be way higher on the list. This is the top 3 nickname of right now. I think that if Daniel Jones was actually good on the Giants, which is obviously no small feat because they've been terrible forever as well, this nickname would maybe be the best nickname in football right now. Danny Dimes. Everyone knows when you're talking about Danny Dimes, you're talking Daniel Jones. It's funny because when he was on the Giants, it was more ironic than anything else. But this year on the Colts, he lived up to the nickname. Had a phenomenal year. Respect to Daniel Jones. Also ranks number 17 on the 50-plus best NFL quarterbacks right now. Giants quarterbacks, okay. Also ranks number 49 on the best NFL players right now. Great year, agree. Number 50 on the most likable, agree. Bobby Swagner, yeah, that's a sick nickname. And it perfectly encapsulates this guy. This guy's a Hall of Famer making plays. He does carry that swag to him. No debate on that one. This one should probably also be higher. Top 10, at least. 45 plus best NFL Seattle Seahawks linebackers. Best Seattle Seahawks of all time, number 2. Number 5 best linebacker right now. No arguments on this. Especially with the Seahawks, him on those defenses was chef's kiss. Javon Gravedigger Hargrave, number 16. This seems egregious. 1. I'm not really familiar with Javon Hargrave all that much. Maybe he's a very good football player. I don't know if he's good enough to, number 2, earn the Gravedigger nickname. When we are talking Gravedigger nickname, we are talking about the best monster truck of all time. If you're going to hand out that nickname willy-nilly to someone, they better earn it. They should be number 1 on this list. They should be the best player in the NFL if you're going to be giving out that Gravedigger nickname. I'll jump off my pedestal. I'm sure you didn't expect it to go that way. Okay, Captain Kirk Cousins. I like that. I do like that, Kirk Cousins. He should have a little bit more respect as well. Maybe not with the nickname, but Kirk Cousins has been a very good quarterback. He just always kind of chokes when he needed most, but he's kind of slowly but surely gotten rid of that. Unfortunately, he went to the Falcons, who decided that they should draft a quarterback in the first round after they spent a whole bunch of money in free agency for him. Hopefully he lands somewhere next year and gets another opportunity, because I still think he's got maybe a little juice left in the tank. Also ranks number 2 on the best Michigan State quarterbacks of all time. Number 3 on Michigan State football players of all time. Number 6 on photos of NFL players with tiny dogs. Sorry, Kirk. You are the captain, but you are not the captain of the Tiny Dogs work list. That goes to Jameis Winston so far. Andy Red Rifle Dalton. Yes, this is such a good nickname. This one's been around forever. People do use that. It should honestly be maybe top 3 nickname. If we're just talking about usability, recognizability as well. People know when you say the Red Rifle, you're talking Andy Dalton. Kind of hilarious. He's had a very average career Was a lot better earlier in his career. Kind of has fallen off. He's still in the NFL, so good for him. But the Red Rifle, everyone knows it because of his arm strength and his hair color, as noted right here. Number 3 on the best Horned Frogs quarterbacks of all time. Number 5 on the best Cincinnati Bengals quarterbacks of all time. Number 9 on the best QBs under 24, which that list, I'm going to stop reading that list. That is not legitimate. There's no way he's under, if he's under 24, then I'm under 24. I think he might be slightly older than me. I don't know. Anyways. Julio Waffle House Jones, because he's always open. And he probably loves Waffle House, like we all do. Okay, great nickname. The best Falcons of all time. Number 1 best Alabama wide receiver. Number 1 best. Yeah, I mean, this guy's just the best. Joe, mixing it up. No one's saying that. No one is saying that. What happened to him? Is his foot amputated? He didn't play all of last. Do we even have an update on what happened to him? He just mysteriously was injured in his foot in the offseason. No one said anything about it. He just didn't play all year. Very, very, very strange. We'll see if he comes back to the Texans, who could desperately need him. He is also ranked number 2 on the best Cincinnati Bengals running backs of all time. Number 8 on the best Oklahoma Sooners running backs of all time. Okay. Alright. Next up, we have Jamie the Scottish Hammer Galan. Yeah, this guy should be way higher on the list. Listen, if you are a kicker or a punter and you have a nickname like the Scottish Hammer, you earn my respect. You deserve to go way up the list. The only thing that would make him better is if he is not on the list of athletes with photos of tiny dogs, unfortunately, so I can't put him at the number 1 spot, but firmly entrenched in the top 5. Terry F1 McLaurin. Yeah, this guy's fast. Number 3 best players from Indiana. Number 2 70 best NFL Washington Commanders receivers. Okay, agreed. Cooper. 2 girls, 1 cup. Okay. Alright, now we are getting into the mud. This is not a real nickname. No one is calling him that. Maybe people are laughing about it, having a good time about it, but that's not a nickname for Cooper Kupp. If you don't know what that's in reference to, please don't look it up. Please, please. Funny though, I will say that is funny. Also ranks number 1 on the best white wide receivers of 2025. Yeah, I mean, what a list. Alec Pierce, Ladd McConkey, Scotty Miller, Cooper Kupp, end of list. We could make another 5-second video if we wanted to of that. That would be a fun one. Great list. Also ranks number 1 on the best NFL players from Washington. Okay. Also ranks number 3 on the best Los Angeles Rams wide receivers of all time. No disagreements. Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, maybe even Puka above him. I'm sure those are the guys above him, which I would say. I mean, Cooper Kupp had a couple of really, really, really strong years for the Rams, but otherwise he didn't have a long career with them. Alvin Lights Kamara Action, that's just a fantasy football team name. That's all that is. I would have used that name back in 2014 when I thought I was being silly. Number 1 on the best New Orleans Saints running backs of all time. Number 6 on the best New Orleans Saints of all time. Yeah, I mean, when you think the past 10-15 years of New Orleans Saints players, it's Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara, so I don't even disagree with that. Fat Randy Bullock. You kidding me? You kidding me, Fat Randy? I wish they had a photo. I don't get it. Is he fat? I don't get it. Okay. Also ranks number 6 on the best using kickers of all time. Number 7 best Bengals kickers of all time. Number 18 on the best New York Jets kickers of all time. This guy knows how to kick a football. If you're fat and you're kicking a football, you must be good. Fat Randy Bullock, Sebastian Janikowski, one of the greatest legs of all time, and one of my favorite players, Harrison Mevis, aka the thicker kicker. Wish they had a picture of him. Do him some justice. Joe Cool Burrow. Hey Joe, stop being so cool and win a Super Bowl, man. Also ranks number 1 on the best LSU football players of all time. Also ranks number 1 on the best LSU quarterbacks of all time. I mean, that's pretty high. That's pretty high on the list. There's been a lot of good LSU players, but I mean, the 2019 team was awesome. He won the Heisman. They won the championship. Probably the greatest college football team of all time, but they were stacked. They had Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson himself, Thaddeus Moss, Terrace Marshall, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I wish he was better. As a Chiefs fan, drafting him at 32 felt so good that year. It felt right. And obviously hindsight's 2020 and he did not live up to that. But man, it's extra tough when Jonathan Taylor was just sitting there just a few picks later. Jamal Blitzboy Adams. This is hilarious. This is not a nickname that Jamal Adams likes. I'm sure of it. But funny nonetheless. They gave him it because he can't cover anyone and all he does is blitz and plays like a linebacker basically. But you know what, Jamal Adams, I don't have a nickname. At least you got one. Appreciate it, man. Also ranks number 11 on the best LSU football players of all time. Number 15 on the best athletes signed to Jordan Brand. Number 17 on the best New York Jets of all time. Sure. G-Day, DJ, Charknado, Chark. Okay, I guess like a play on Sharknado from Shark Week. Are people still watching Shark Week? Is that still going on? I guess is the real question. I haven't watched him forever. I guess I checked out whenever they created Sharknado 5 Sharks on the Moon. Which is not a real movie, but you believed it probably was. And honestly, if it did come out, I might have watched it. Also ranks number 7 on the best Jacksonville Jaguars wide receivers of all time. Number 8 on the best LSU wide receivers of all time. Wow, good for him. That's a good list. LSU wide receivers, they've had some dudes. Russell Dangerous Wilson. Look at that face. Look at that guy. Look how dangerous he is. Subway, bring back the subs. The people want the subs back. Actually, we don't want the subs back. We just want the commercials back. Those commercials were awesome. Broncos country. Let's ride. Taysom Mormon Missile Hill. Wow. That should be higher. What a nickname. Do people call him that? That's an hilarious nickname. I'm gonna start calling him that. Also ranks number 2 on the best NFL players from Idaho. Number 8 on the best New Orleans Saints quarterbacks of all time. Number 12 on the best NFL quarterbacks of all time. This guy's not a quarterback though. He's a Mormon missile. He's a weapon. He is a weapon. You need him at running back. You put him in the backfield. You need him at quarterback. Snap the ball to him. See what he can do. He'll probably just run with it. You need him to run a route. Put him at tight end. You need him to kick return. You know what to do. Oh, he is called the human Swiss Army knife by the Saints media, or a Mormon missile by the diehard fans. Greg the Legs Zerline, yeah, number 2 on the list besides the Scottish Hammer. This guy knows how to kick the ball. You're a kicker. You go up on the list. Up we have Hunter the Slot Machine. Renfro. No one's calling him that, but I'll call you that, Hunter Renfro. You are a slot machine. Number 6 on the best wide receivers. Maybe could be higher if it was a couple years ago. Still impressive. He's that high on 2025. Number 16 on the best kick returners of 2025. This guy's versatile. This guy is a versatile, a weapon. Devin Motor Singletary. He might not be tall, but the motor don't stop. Very short guy nickname. Number 2 on the shortest NFL players. Number 14, best in Buffalo Bills running back. Number 3, best NFL running backs of 2025. Dak Attack Prescott. Yeah. Number 5, most hated NFL players right now. Number 6, best NFL Cowboys quarterback of all time. Yeah, that list is intertwined. If you're good on the Cowboys, everyone hates you. I don't really care about the Cowboys all that much, except for they call themselves America's team. That's not his fault, though. Jimmy GQ Garoppolo. Yeah, we get it, Jimmy. You're attractive. Matt Stafford. This used to be true. Not true anymore. He's an MVP. Put some respect on his name. He also ranks number 1 on every best quarterback list that he played for. Shocking. He's good at football. Adam Hooked on a Thielen. That's another fantasy football team name. What is this picture? No decal. No jersey. Is that him under there? Is that you, Adam? Cobra Kyler Murray. Okay, I can't even look at this picture without thinking about the meme of him being like the size of an ant. Cracks me up every single time. Also ranks number 2 on the best Oklahoma Sooners quarterbacks of all time. Number 3 on the best Asian NFL players of all time. Up, Travis Zeus Kelsey. Jesus Kelsey also appeared in Catching Kelsey. If you haven't seen that, don't. It was terrible. Also ranks number 2 in the most hated NFL players right now. Yeah, he's on the Chiefs. He's engaged to Taylor Swift. And he's the greatest NFL tight end of all time. Argue with me. Okay, that's Amari Cooper. Yeah, Amari Cooper was a great wide receiver in Alabama. Didn't quite live up to the hype in the NFL, but still had a very solid career. But yeah, I think that's it. Yep, so that is the whole list. That was a fun list. I did enjoy going through that list probably more than the other list, even though most of these are not legitimate nicknames, but still fun to go through it. If you do like these videos, I would love to make more of these in the future, outside of my sports dealing content, so hit that like and subscribe. And if you do want to check out those sports card dealing videos, hit the links up here. They're not too serious. Some would consider it informative, some would consider it dumb, but I'll let you guys decide. I appreciate y'all for watching.